अस्सलामुअलैकुम दोस्तों, वेलकम है आप सभी का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पर। आज की वीडियो में मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ अनियन के बारे में। लेकिन वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले आप तमाम व्यूअर्स से एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है कि चैनल पर नए आए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें और बेल नोटिफिकेशन के बटन को दबा दें ताकि आपको तमाम नई आने वाली वीडियोज़ का नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे। वीडियो को एंड तक देखें, स्किप न करें। बढ़ते हैं वीडियो की तरफ। द अनियन, also known as the bulb onion or common onion, is a vegetable that is the most widely cultivated species of the genus Allium. The shallot is a botanical variety of the onion which was classified as a separate species until 2010. Its close relatives include garlic, scallion, leek, and chive. This genus also contains several other species variously referred to as onions and cultivated for food, such as the Japanese bunching onion, the tree onion, and the Canada onion. The name wild onion is applied to a number of allium species, but A. kipa is exclusively known from cultivation. Its ancestral wild original form is not known, although escapes from cultivation have become established in some regions. The onion is most frequently a biennial or a perennial plant, but is usually treated as an annual and harvested in its first growing season. The onion plant has a fan of hollow, bluish green leaves, and its bulb at the base of the plant begins to swell when a certain day length is reached. The bulbs are composed of shortened, compressed underground stems surrounded by fleshy modified scale that envelop a central bud at the tip of the stem. In the autumn, the foliage dies down and the outer layers of the bulb become more dry and brittle. The crop is harvested and dried, and the onions are ready to use or storage. The crop is prone to attack by a number of pests and diseases, particularly the onion fly, the onion ellworm, and various fungi which can cause rooting. Some varieties of aquipa, such as shallots and potato onions, produce multiple bulbs. Onions are cultivated and used around the world. As a food item, they are usually served cooked as a vegetable or part of a prepared savory dish, but can also be eaten raw or used to make pickles or chutneys. They are pungent when chopped and contain certain chemical substances which may irritate the eyes. Now, I want to tell you about its description. The onion has been grown and selectively bred in cultivation for at least 7,000 years. It is biennial plant but is usually grown as an annual. Modern varieties typically grow to a height of 15 to 45 centimeter. The leaves are yellowish to bluish green and grow alternately in a flattened, fan shaped swath. They are fleshy, hollow, and cylindrical, with one flattened side. They are at their broadest about a quarter of the way up, beyond which they taper to blunt tips. The base of each leaf is a flattened, usually white sheet that grows out of the basal plate of a bulb. From the underside of the plate, a bundle of fibrous roots extends for a short way into the soil. As the onion matures, food reserves accumulate in the leaf bases and the bulb of the onion swells. In the autumn, the leaves die back and the outer scales of the bulb become dry and brittle. So the crop is normally harvested. If left in the soil over winter, the growing point in the middle of the bulb begins to develop in the spring. New leaves appear and a long, stout, hollow stem expands, topped by a bract protecting a developing inflorescence. The inflorescence takes the form of a rounded umbel of white flowers with parts in sixes. The seeds are glossy black and triangular in cross section. The average pH of an onion is around 5.5. If we talk about its history, the history of ancestral onion species is not well documented. Ancient records of onion use spans Western and Eastern Asia, so the geographic origin of the onion is uncertain. Yet domestication likely took place in Southwest or Central Asia. Onions have been variously described as having originated in Iran, Western Pakistan, and Central Asia. Traces of onions recovered from Bronze Age settlements in China suggest that onions were used as far back as 5000 BC, not only for their flavor but also for the bulb's durability in storage and transport. Ancient Egyptians revered the onion bulb, viewing its spherical shape and concentric rings as symbols of eternal life. तो उम्मीद करता हूँ दोस्तों आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। पसंद आए तो लाइक करें, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और कमेंट सेक्शन में कमेंट करें। मिलते हैं ऐसे किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखें, मुझे दें इजाज़त। अल्लाह हाफिज़।